So I'm just walking around the restaurant and it's very quiet, but I've just bumped into these ladies here. Let me turn the camera around so I can ask them where they're from. Hi guys, thanks for joining us once again. I'm with Bob and Jason once again. You might remember them from the review we did from the Indian restaurant. We're doing another food review today, but we're doing something special. We're in Soy 12, Sukhumvit Soy 12, and we're going to a very famous location. This restaurant has 5 outlets. They're actually famous for more than just serving food. I don't want to get into the full details of that because of YouTube, but I will tell you it's all to do with family planning and charity and that sort of thing. And as I say, you can look it all up, but we're here really just to see what the food's like today. And I'll just turn the camera around. It's got a very, very interesting name, this restaurant. And you can see it's called Cabbages and ... So, have you been here before, Jason, to this restaurant?
This is my 3rd time here.
To this particular outlet?
Particular outlet, yes.
Okay, and this is actually my 1st time here. How was the food when you came?
No problem. Very good. Very, very good food.
Yeah, did you order the same dish today, or was it something completely different?
Today is totally different to the other times.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what about you, Bob? Have you been here before?
Yes, I have. This is my 3rd time I've been here.
Oh,
yeah.
So I'm the newbie. I'm the rookie today.
Yes.
You're the rookie.
Yes.
Right, okay. Okay, so I guess we should talk a little bit about this restaurant because it is famous for the other thing. I've just got to be very, very careful with YouTube. You know, they are very finicky, YouTube. If you say the wrong word, they'll just demonetize the video. But I was speaking to Bob about this place yesterday. And, why don't you explain to everybody what you were explaining to me, Bob, about the Bill Gates Foundation and everything?
Yeah. The owner is famous for his charity work, and I believe that Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation have met him. Also Warren Buffett.
Do you know if they've actually eaten here in this restaurant?
No,
they haven't been here. No.
Yeah.
They've also given $1 million from the foundation to this basically charitable restaurant.
Yeah.
I mean, basically, it's about family planning. What it was in the past, you know, Thailand had the average family had 7 children here in Thailand, and he could see that being a problem, overpopulation in the future. So basically what he wanted to do was introduce family planning. It wasn't something that was talked a lot about in Thailand. It was a cultural thing that it was kind of swept under the table as it were. And the gentleman who started this restaurant, I forget the name off the top of my head, you can look it up again. He was instrumental in family planning, and there's a clinic here as well for other things. As I say, any more than that, you're going to have to look it up on Google. One of the things you've got to get used to in Thailand, which is quite difficult for some people, especially couples when they go out on a date, is what will happen very often in restaurants here. They bring the food out, they don't bring it together, they bring it out like one dish at a time. So the chef will cook one dish, they'll serve it up and they'll bring it up. So what happens a lot of the time, if you're here with a girl, she'll get her food and you have to sit and watch her eat, or you'll get your food. And of course, coming from the UK, probably where you live, you won't want to eat your food while the person sitting in front of you doesn't have their food in front of them. So what tends to happen, in my case anyway, I'll wait for the other person's food to come out, which means I'm eating cold food. But it's just something, there's a lot of great things about Thailand, but that's just one of the things you need to get used to. And if you're one of those guys where little things like that annoy you, Thailand probably isn't the place for you. So one of the points that Jason just brought up, and it's a very good point actually, what you can attempt to do, what you can try and do, you can ask them, when you put your order in, you can actually say, can you bring the food together? And a lot of the time they will, but is it sitting in the kitchen, is it getting cold? So rather than it just sitting here on your table getting cold, it might be getting cold in the kitchen. But not every time, you might get lucky and it might get hot and you might get it all in one go. So it is worth asking at least, and not just accepting that it's going to come out one at a time.
So Thailand, Bangkok is 34 degrees today, so we sat outside in a courtyard area. There's a canopy of trees above us. There's a sort of veranda style to the left of us. In the evenings, it's extremely busy, very popular restaurant, and the food is really good.
I would imagine with all this, you can't see it here, I'll have a walk around in a bit, but there's a lot of coloured lighting around, and there's low hanging branches, trees. And I would imagine it's really nice at night, because you've been here in the evening, haven't you?
Yes, yes. So all those lanterns are lit up.
Yeah. And the whole purpose of coming here at the moment was because, as Bob has already said, it's very, very busy. It's difficult to make video when you've got people surrounding you and, you know, staring at you. I get a bit off. It puts me off a little bit. So now there are people here, but it's very, very quiet.
And we've deliberately picked a time where we thought it's not going to be so busy, so we could have a video for you.
So it's a very nice setting. I would imagine in the evening here, if you brought a young lady, a date, wife, girlfriend, whatever, it would be very, very nice to grab a table here. It is, by the looks of the menu, it is just Thai food, but it does look very nice. Let's have a quick look at the menu here. Doesn't look overly priced. Some people told me it was expensive, but it looks not too bad. What we got there? That's the satay, 200 baht. Okay, well, I'm not going to go through the entire menu, but you can freeze it if you want to have a look in a bit more detail. But as Jason said on the last video, it's not what the pictures look like, it's what the actual food comes out to judge. Okay, let's order some food.
The chicken satay, does it come with sauce? Yes, peanut sauce.
Yeah, that's traditional.
Traditional, okay, lovely.
Okay, I'll have one of those, please. That sounds nice, yeah?
It's a very extensive menu.
Okay, can I order the stir-fried beef with oyster sauce, please? And that'll do it for me, with the rice, thank you. Thank you.
Is this very sweet? A little bit.
What are you ordering?
I'm having the tang song, the dim sum, and I'll have the baby chicken, please.
Right, surprise, surprise, all the food has come together. We asked it all to be brought out in one time, and it has, which is good news for us. So let me turn the camera around and I'll show you the delicious food that we've ordered. It looks very, very tasty. Okay, so right, let's start with you, Bob. What have you ordered?
So I've got dim sum, which is not quite a Thai dish, but they're delicious.
What's inside? What's the meat?
It's the chicken, minced chicken. Yes.
Okay, and then you've got this one as well.
And
Is that a
the-
starter or a main
Yes,
course?
they're starters. Yeah.
Okay.
These are little parcels of minced chicken and black mushroom. I believe the black mushroom is wooden ear.
Right. Okay.
They used to be called Jews' ears. I don't mean to offend anyone, but now they've changed it to politically correct.
Okay, and quite a lot of chicken there by the looks of it. But then you're not eating any rice. You don't eat rice much,
I don't
do you?
eat
No.
rice or carbs,
So
yes.
what is it? Just grilled chicken or barbecue chicken?
It's a barbecue chicken done in a honey glaze, and you can see how the honey is sort of caramelized on the surface.
Yeah, sure.
It's delicious.
Beautiful. Okay, so I'll let you enjoy that in peace. And Jason, what about you? You look like you've
Right.
got a traditional Thai salad there.
I certainly have. It's called a papaya salad. That's a very famous dish in Thailand.
Yep.
And the other thing is
You've
I've got
gone for the same as Bob.
Same as Bob, yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm the only one who's got some rice. I've brought it out with this nice heart design there. Okay, so I've gone for a it's chicken satay basically. This reminds me of Indonesia because I used to eat this a lot in Indonesia. I won't eat the bread, but you've got a couple of dips there. I believe it's peanut sauce dip and some salad there. So that looks very nice. And I've also gone for this one, which is beef, mushrooms, peppers. I hope it's quite spicy. If not, I'll have to order some chilies. But yeah, guys, enjoy it. I'm going to sit down and I'm sure won't leave much behind.
Okay.
Right, well, I'm going to give this chicken satay and peanut sauce a try. It looks absolutely wonderful. I hope it tastes as good as it looks. Very, very good. Recommend it. Okay, so we've pretty much demolished everything. Bob, you've left quite a bit of chicken there. Are you taking that back with you or are you leaving it here?
Yeah, I don't normally have breakfast at 4 in the afternoon.
Ah, well.
I'm a late riser, so
Okay.
I can't manage everything. But I won't waste it. I'll take it home, and we'll have it later.
Yeah, that's good. It's good not to waste food. And how about you, Jason?
Yeah, I've demolished mine.
And was it tasty? Anything
Very
that
nice.
could improve it?
Papaya salad was nice.
Yeah, yeah.
That little parcel of chicken with the mushroom, that was nice as well.
Okay,
yeah.
no negatives then.
No, definitely not.
Okay, and what about you, Bob? Was everything tasty? Anything could have been
Absolutely
improved?
wonderful. Yeah, the food
Yeah.
is consistently good.
Yeah,
When you
yeah.
run a restaurant, that's what you need. It has to be good all the time.
Yeah, yeah. So mine was also very, very, very good. I ate everything actually. The only thing I'd say, and this is nothing to do with the restaurant, this is personal choice. It wasn't very spicy, the beef and the mushrooms and everything, but that would suit a lot of especially Europeans, Americans who don't like it so spicy. I like my food very spicy, actually more spicy than is normal. So I asked for a plate of chilies and that did the job. But again, that's just a personal thing. That's nothing to do with a restaurant. Other than that, the rice was good. The chicken satay with the peanut sauce was absolutely delicious. And the beef with the mushrooms and the chili was great also. Would I come back again? Yeah, I definitely would. How about you, Bob and Jason? You would come back again because you've been here twice already.
Come back again.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's just across the road for me, so this is a regular haunt.
So I'm just walking around the restaurant and it's very quiet, but I've just bumped into these ladies here. Let me turn the camera around so I can ask them where they're from. So you're here on holiday, you've just flown in today, right?
Yeah.
And whereabouts have you been in Bangkok so far?
This is our first day.
Oh, okay, okay, it's your first day. So where are you planning to go after this?
Platinum Mall for some shopping. And then we'll go for shopping.
Shopping and then tomorrow Phuket. All right, well look, ladies, girls, have a great time in Bangkok. Enjoy Phuket. Thank you for coming on camera. And yeah, thank you very much. So that was great of those girls to get involved in the video there. You never know when you ask somebody. A lot of people don't like to be on camera, but obviously they're kind of fun. They're here for just a one day and they're going to Phuket tomorrow. So a big thanks to those girls. Right, okay, let's explore the rest of the restaurant. I've been told there is seating here for 400 people. Not quite sure, and I'm not going to count the seats. I'm just going to pan the camera around, as they say. So I've just come inside one of the indoor areas, and obviously the bar is there. Huge table there, so I guess if you came with a company with a lot of employees, you could sit there. Nice comfortable seating area there. You can see through the window there. It's a very large restaurant. There is another indoor area, and I'll go and take a look at that now. Okay, so this is the second indoor area that I found here. Yeah, very nice. I shall be coming here for somebody's birthday next week, and I think in the evening I will sit inside. The only bad thing about sitting outside, if there is a bad thing, is obviously mosquitoes. They like to come out at night. There's a lot of foliage here, so I would imagine at night perhaps they like coils and put them under the tables. That's a mosquito repellent that kind of works quite well in outdoor areas. So, oh Bob, that story that you told me yesterday about that very posh restaurant, why don't you tell everybody about that? That was a good story actually, I enjoyed that.
I was telling Peter yesterday that the little parcels that we ate today of chicken and the ear-shaped mushrooms, you cannot get these mushrooms in the supermarkets. I've never seen them, but I do know that you can get them in restaurants. And one time it was on New Year's Day, in fact, a few years ago. We just finished the Lord Mayor's parade in our cars. So a friend of mine and I, we both said, let's go and eat somewhere. And we went to the Dorchester. We had a lovely Chinese meal, but they had some kind of catastrophic event occur in the kitchen, which meant that each one of the dishes came out separately. And we didn't want to pay for the meal in its entirety. So I said to the manager that it's not fair that you should ask us to pay the whole meal. And he said, you've got the cars upstairs, haven't you? So he knew we weren't just trying to wriggle out of paying the bill. So I suggested to him, I said, let's not pay the bill today, but we will make a reservation with you for next weekend, and we will give you the opportunity to redeem your reputation. Because I had with me at the time my girlfriend who was from Shanghai, and I said to him that if she puts on her TikTok account that she had a bad meal here, she has over 2 million followers because she's a leg model. That would have an impact on your business. And he said, oh, please ask her not to do that. And he spoke to her in Cantonese and asked her not to do that. And she said that she wouldn't, but she said, you speak to my boyfriend. So what we did was we then returned the following weekend. We had a lovely meal.
So the thing is though, he took a gamble, because you could have said, well, we'll make a reservation and come back next week and just never come back again. What made him trust you?
That's right. I think he knew that we weren't short of a few bob. Anybody that eats in the Dorchester. And this particular restaurant, if you Google it, other
well,
search
don't say
engines,
the name.
other search engines that are available, you can find out the name of it. It's actually within the Dorchester.
Do you know, because I've never, I mean, I don't eat in the Dorchester, obviously, but do you know did you find out at the end of the day why they bring the food out one by one? Is that standard, or was it just bad luck on that day?
No, on that day, they were short-staffed, and they had some kind of equipment failure in the kitchen, which meant they had to cook each dish Separately, yes. So they all came out separately. So 4 of us were dining one at a time, effectively, even though we were sitting together. It was very embarrassing for them. And as I say, the following weekend when we did return and we honoured the promise, it was a wonderful meal.
Well, that's it, and that's exactly what I said at the beginning of this video. When you most of the time in Thailand, when you order a meal, it comes out one dish at a time, and like you just quite rightly say, it's a little bit embarrassing because you're sitting there with a plate of hot food, you're normally hungry, you want to get stuck into it, and you don't want to be impolite, and you have to wait for that other person's food to come along. So I'm glad that ended well, but that's quite a good story actually.
Yes.
Thanks for sharing that with us.
It's a lovely restaurant. If you have a look on the search engines, it's designed as a 1930s Shanghai Cantonese style Chinese restaurant. Wonderful place, good food, really. It's just on that particular day, on New Year's Day, it wasn't so good. And they realised, and they tried to put it right, and they did. Yeah,
fair enough. Good stuff, right. Okay, so now we come to the most important part of the video. You've seen the food that we had. How much was the bill? We're in central Sukhumvit, so you're probably thinking really expensive. Well, I'll be honest with you, it wasn't cheap, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was. I'm going to show you the bill right now because I've just gone and paid it. I treated these 2 guys today, and I'll show you how much it came to. Right, so as you can see, it was 2,042 baht, which isn't the end of the world because we had quite a lot of food. You can actually pause this video and see each dish there above. But what I will point out, which is becoming more and more prevalent here in Thailand now, there is a service charge that came to 173 baht and 50 satang, and there was also 133 baht and 60 satang in a VAT charge on the bill. You get that more and more. So it's 7% VAT and 10% service charge. Okay, so expect to pay that in a lot of restaurants now. Right, okay, thanks for joining me today, guys. Thank you a lot for watching again, and we'll be back soon. I'll probably I'll tow them along for another video, but I'm not paying the bill next time. See you guys, thanks a lot. And, why did I say and on the end of it? Whether they will or not, you don't always know, but you can attempt, you can ask. Was that right? You need to pick. Let's do that again because we won't be able to hear you.
What do you want me to say? I can't
Just
remember.
about.
I was drunk.
Huh?
I was drunk.
Okay, hang on. What was the question? How did I do it? With you guys, Bob, you told me a little bit about this restaurant. I did my own research. I'm trying not to laugh. It's not going to work. I'm going to burst out laughing, and it's going on too long as well. Right, 3, 2, 1. So it won't work. Why don't you tell everybody what you told me yesterday?
I've forgotten.
Was that all right? And from speaking to you just now, you're going to Bali tomorrow, right? Phuket! Oh my God, brilliant!
And you invited us to come next time, so you put in the bill, I assume, Peter.
Well, believe it or not, I've actually just paid the bill, and it was over 2,000 baht, and you didn't have to ask me. So how's that?
Very kind of you. Thank you very much.
Unbelievable.
Exactly. Right.
We
okay.
won't be the last of it, though.
No, you won't.
Peter's bringing his girlfriend here next week.
Right. Don't let her take any more dishes. You ready?
No, hold on.
So don't let.
I will mention the name.
No, don't mention the name of the restaurant.
Oh no, they're taking the chicken away.
Hang on. Hold it up again. Right. Hold still.
Excuse me.
Bit.
When did he When did he take the chicken away? I was going to ask him to put it in a box, so I'll take it
Still
away for
recording,
shampoo.
Bob. Okay, go and see him. You sure you can handle all them, Bob?
Problem is, they don't have the right size, Peter.
Yeah, they're too big, right? They're too big.
You're actually joking. There you go, Peter. You asked me to get you some.
Yeah, all right.